Before I get started, I just want to show you my cool wall of pictures, because I got a little like Polaroid-esque camera. It's actually like Fujifilm brand, but that type of deal. Oh, and then I just have my wall of stuff. Okay, so hello actually. I just showed you that wall and it's so much more interesting than that wall, but I have nothing, the way my room is set up, I have nothing to rest my camera on right now that I can be facing that wall, so you can have something more interesting to look at than my towel and some stuff. But oh well, it's okay. So we're talking about favorite directors, and so my absolute favorite director is probably Wes Anderson. His filmography includes, in no particular order, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Royal Tenenbaums, Darjeeling Limited, Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, Moonrise Kingdom, and The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I think that's all of them. I might have missed one or two. I forget though. Yeah, I just really love Wes Anderson's style. It's very distinct, and he has this way of shooting things. It's probably also his like cinematographer. If he has the same cinematographer for everyone, I'm not 100% sure. He probably does. But in just that sometimes things can be very like centered and precise, and he also has a few, like in say Moonrise Kingdom, it does a cool like panning shot of the house, but it kind of like goes through the walls, so it's like going with her like up in her room listening to her record player or something, down to like her siblings, and but it's like kind of like passing through the walls almost, and it's really cool. I just like it. I also just like the kind of stories they have. They're just very different. They're not a typical Hollywood narrative necessarily, which I just really appreciate, because I like different kind of films. I mean, like Hollywood narrative can be nice for entertainment purposes, just turn off and be like, I just want to watch a movie and turn my mind off. But for movies that actually are enjoyable and entertaining, but as well as have kind of like deeper meanings, or just like deeper themes at least, those I just really like. And so Wes Anderson, I just find all of his films kind of just like stylized in a very Wes Anderson-y way. I haven't really found their styles to be similar to Wes Anderson. I think my favorite Wes Anderson, if I had to choose one, I can't choose one, probably Fantastic Mr. Fox, because that's just one of my favorite films in general of all time, not even just with Wes Anderson. Fantastic Mr. Fox, it's animated. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Like, go check it out. It's amazing. So Fantastic Mr. Fox, and then I think The Royal Tenenbaums and Moonrise Kingdom are tied for me. But The Darjeeling Limited is probably third. Interesting thing about Bottle Rocket though is that, okay, his first film he ever directed was with Owen Wilson, co-wrote it I think, and then starred in it, and it was Bottle Rocket, and it was a short film at first. It was about 15 minutes long. You can find it on YouTube actually, and it was just this really short story, and it was good. I liked it. And then I believe some producers found it, because they entered into a festival and some producer found it or something and was like, hey, we want to make this into a feature. Or I heard recently that Wes Anderson was looking into making it a feature, so he looked for a producer. I don't know which one's the completely accurate story. Basically, it got made into a feature film, so there's the short film Bottle Rocket, which I like more than the feature film Bottle Rocket, because the feature film Bottle Rocket I just found like dragged on, and they just added some really unnecessary parts that didn't really add to the story at all. They were just like, we need to make this feature length, okay, love interest, okay, this happens, okay, that happens, and some of it was just kind of really unnecessary and like added nothing to the story and wasn't even interesting. But then I watched the feature before I watched the short film, and I really like the short film. It's a lot better. So yeah, that is my favorite director, Wes Anderson. If you haven't seen any of his films, I highly recommend all of them except feature-length Bottle Rocket. Go watch the short film Bottle Rocket, but feature-length one is the only one I wouldn't like recommend to anyone, but they're all pretty good. And a lot of them have Owen Wilson in them, so if you like Owen Wilson, he's in a lot of them. And a lot of them have Bill Murray in them too, so, you know, Bill Murray. Can't go wrong with Bill Murray. That is my video, and yeah, bye!